Hey, what's going on guys? It's Amply. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to transfer meshes onto other vehicles. Today we're going to be using the police Carcera's light bar and we're going to be putting it onto an ASBO. So we're going to go ahead and take these files here from the Carcera, make a new folder, go ahead and drag them in there, and then we're going to enter the YTD, save all textures, save them wherever you guys know it's going to be. In this case I'm going to be using the same file. Here we have them. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get the other vehicle that I want to use now, which is going to be the ASBO. Create a new folder, ASBO, go ahead and drag these in. Going to do the same thing for the texture once again. So now that we have that, we're going to come on over to Blender. We're currently on Blender 5.0 along with sollumz 2.8. So we're going to import Rage assets, and we're going to start off with the original model that we want. In this case, it's going to be the police Carcera, since we want the light bar, obviously. So now that we're loaded in here, we're just going to go ahead and hide collisions, go into material preview. You might notice that I already have my default GTA car textures loaded in. I'll be providing a folder of all of them down in the description. We're going to go ahead and do find missing textures, text, there we go. So now we can see everything. We're going to open up the hierarchy here and we're just going to start messing with stuff. So here it looks like extra is what we want. Now we're going to hide all the siren glasses just to make this a little bit easier. Same with the sirens. And I'm going to see which one I want. Okay, so it looks like I want extra too. Now we're going to go ahead and find the sirens that link up with it. So to take the sirens that we want, we're going to go ahead and unhide all of them here. Then we're going to click one of the bones, doesn't matter which. Come on over to the data of the bone, viewport display, click names and in front. So we're just going to take a rough guess on which sirens we need. Clearly none of these ones around here fit, so we're going to go ahead and hide them. Okay, Siren 6 might be the one we need, so we're just going to go ahead and try it. So obviously Siren 6 is here. We're going to select this part of it, Shift S cursor to selected, and we're going to go back to the mesh. Set origin to 3D cursor, and now we're going to scale it up by 5. So all GTA 5 base car, well, cop cars that is, will always be scaled by 5, I believe. I'm not sure if it's like that for the older models, but for the newer ones it is. So now we have these parts, but we're still missing some here, so we're going to continue looking around. These ones might be it here. So Siren 4, let's go ahead and try out Siren 4. Same thing as last time. Going to scale it up by 5. So there we go. Siren 4 was the correct one, which means we're safe to assume Siren 5 is going to be the same. Same process as last time. 3D cursor, scale it by 5. Alrighty, so it looks like we have that set. Now let's go ahead and find the siren glass. 4 seems to be right, same with 5 and 6, so that was pretty easy. So now we have everything we want from here, so we're just going to go ahead and take it. So it's 4, 5, 6, and then extra 2. Hide it to make sure it's all there. Alrighty, so it looks like this is what we want. We're just going to go ahead and unparent these from the Pol Carcera, and we're going to go ahead and copy these just in case. Now we're going to delete this, and we're going to import our ASBO. So after importing our ASBO, we're going to go ahead and hide collisions once again, import our other textures that we need. Alrighty, it looks like the interior of the ASBO might be a default interior set that I don't have. I'll have to look around for it, but we're going to ignore that for now since it's not necessarily needed. Okay, so now we have everything else we need, so we're just going to go ahead and position it as best as we can. Obviously, I'm not going to do it perfect for this since it's just a tutorial. You guys will have to mess around with your models and make it fit. To me, that's perfect. So now we're going to select Control A, all transforms. So now that we went ahead and applied all transforms, we're going to start doing our bone hierarchy. So we have extra 2 here. We're going to go ahead and name it extra 1 just so it's properly named. And we're going to do the same thing everywhere else over here. LODs don't necessarily matter for now. That's not what I'm focusing on. So extra one, we're going to select the bones. Same thing as we did for the Carcara. We're going to do in front and show names. And now we're just going to select any random one. Let's go ahead and do this. Looks like it's already at the world origin, which is perfect for us. And now we're going to rename it to extra underscore one. So guys, if you're any sort of way familiar with ZModeler, your bones in Blender are essentially your dummies for ZModeler. Now with this being said, it's pretty easy to set up everything. So now we have extra one. We need to do the same for our sirens now. So siren 4, 5, 6, we're going to set it up to siren 1, siren 2, siren 3. So after renaming your sirens, we're going to do the same thing for the vertex groups once again. So copy that, this. So like I said, guys, I don't really care about LODs right now. That's not the purpose of this tutorial. Once you learn how to do this, LODs are very simple to learn afterwards. So we're just going to go ahead and remove those. So now we have our sirens. So for sirens, I already have another video set up for them. So I'm not going to directly mention them in this. So I'm just going to go ahead and set that up real quick. Alrighty, for the siren glass, it's going to be the same process as the extra. Gonna go ahead and set these up. So 1, 2, 3. So once you rename the siren glasses, we're gonna do the same thing over here, just to name it over here. Remove the LODs, that's not the main focus currently. Alrighty, so now that's perfect. We're going to do the same thing for extras once again with the bones. So go ahead and copy extra. We'll do it 3 times right away. Name it correctly. There we go. And now we're going to parent it to extra as well, so it hides when we hide extra one. And speaking of hiding, guys, so for any extra that you do on your vehicle, you need to have collisions on it. If you do not set collisions, it's not going to disappear whenever you toggle it on and off. So we're going to go ahead and enable that. Make sure it's not enabled for sirens. Siren glass, yes. Alrighty, so that's all set up. And now we're going to go ahead and do collisions for it. So collisions are very simple, guys, not hard at all. Let's go ahead and open this up. We're going to hide the model, show collisions. So here you might have some other collisions. Just go ahead and hide those. They're not relative right now. And we're going to show these. So we're just going to do a simple cube one here. And we're going to put it where we need it. So once you have the collision set to the direct area you need, we're going to go ahead and apply all transforms, and once again set center of mass to surface. So once you have your collision box set up, we're going to go on over to object properties and open up sollumz. From here, we're going to go to bound geometry, and now we're going to properly name it. So we're going to go from cube to extra underscore one dot col, and we're going to drag it into asbo.col's hierarchy. Now that we have it set, we're going to copy the restraints from something else. We're just going to do mod. So now that we have that set, it looks like everything is good to go from here. And now we're going to do the same thing with the siren glasses. So now that we have our collision set, we're going to go ahead and set up the collision materials. So normally for anything that you'll use that is in glass, you're just going to use car underscore metal. And then we're going to start using car glass weak. for anything that is glass. Obviously, you could adjust this to whatever material collision you need. This is just what I use normally. But now we have this set, which means our collision is all set up here. We could go ahead and hide it. And now we're going to look at our LODs. So it looks like we never cleared them for extra 1. We're going to clear them now. Okay, so this should be good to export here. And we're going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and create a new folder every time you export something and export it into that folder. Once we've exported that, we're going to open it up in CodeWalker now. So now that we open up CodeWalker, we're going to do high since we only did the high LOD. Looks like all of it is showing in here. I'm going to try taking a peek inside. You can barely see the sirens that we went ahead and set up. Once again, refer to the other YouTube video I have posted on how to do sirens. So now all we need to do is drag our YTD in here. We need to put in the textures that we use from the Carcara. So now that we put in the textures from the Carcara, we're going to go ahead and save it. Going to get it from the export folder we created, copy, and now we're going to put it into a resource file. So I went ahead and made the resource file. I'll be providing all of these files down in the description below just so you guys could cross-reference them. Obviously, I have my vehicles, my car variations, and my car calls set up. So now we're just going to go ahead and launch into the FiveM server. So now that we're in the server, we're going to go ahead and spawn in the ASBO. Now that we have the light bar up top, we can go ahead and press E, and it will turn on the lights as you can see. Looks like they're all working, set up correctly. Alrighty guys, if you have any other questions about this video, any other videos I have posted, or even requesting tutorials you would like me to make, go ahead and put them down in the comments section, and I'll get to them whenever I get some time. Have a safe day, night, morning, wherever it is you are. See you soon.